yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait, are you on 10 yet? So what up, young scholars? It's your boy, the extra large professor, and sitting right next to me is
point number 2.
With some candy in his mouth, of course. But right now, we are breaking out the best of the 2010s. Like my boy K. Dot said, are you on 10 yet? Like my boy K. Dot said, are you on 10 yet?
Like my boy K-Dot said, are you on 10 yet?
But anyway, so we're going to break it down for y'all. I hope y'all enjoy our list. If not, if you hate the list, let us know. Put it in the comments, and then we'll go on from there. But it ain't like we're going to reshoot this, so we'll holler, and we're about to go on this other side.
Hey yo, be a father. If not, why bother, son? A boy can make a but a man can raise one. If you did it, admit it, to stick with it. Don't say it ain't yours, cause all women are not yours. 90% represent a woman that is faithful. Ladies, can I hear it? When a girl gets pregnant, her man is gonna run around. Dissing her for
It's hard for us to pick our best moment of the year, but I want to say we had some good ones. Some of my favorite shows was Is Christian Hip Hop Whack?
Okay, you know what? I know you guys. I'm gonna just be honest with you, Dad Cypher Universe. The twins are not feeling a little crazy, primarily because he's a Christian, right?
Yes.
I like when we was doing Biggie.
I used to read Word Up magazine.
Okay, my question is, why is he calling dudes babies?
To play.
Okay. Yo, this video is trash. Selling dope sound like providing for your daughter? Do you think selling drugs? Do you think he didn't try to get a job? He probably didn't.
Considered a fool because I dropped out of high school. Stereotypes
you are
of a black male misunderstood. Do you know what beef is?
Kanye West.
Oh, and then we talked about Kanye West's stale chicken sandwich.
It's like Kanye West got knocked off his tractor in the first video, and now he's just bumbling and stumbling with a message. And I'm like, I don't even get part of it because it's so simplistic, and it doesn't. It's you know what it's like. Kanye West's message on these two songs. It's like somebody bringing raisins and putting it in a potato salad and taking it to the picnic. This has no flavor. It's zero flavor. It's unseasoned chicken.
You know what?
Chick-fil-A over. I mean, it was just the trashiest song for me this year when it comes to Christian rap.
It was pretty good. It's better than Lecrae.
Wait a minute. How are you going back and forth? Wait a minute. You just said Lecrae.
I can't joke.
Oh, okay. But to me, out of all of these Dad Cypher moments, my favorite Dad Cypher moment of the year have to be the Granny Cypher episode.
Yeah, but look at the difference in the way they show women in a video. That's the same.
They were fully dressed. And the one that you showed
They're showing women having pride in their bodies and not pride in themselves.
And your women didn't have any pride.
Yeah, they
No,
are. Hey,
that's what he's saying. His women had pride in their bodies.
Because they're open. Because they feel open enough to be able to.
No.
They feel they're
You
free.
just trying to sugarcoat
They
it.
feel they're free. They feel
Those
they're free.
girls were respected.
If you had a white,
The
which
man
one
is
would you
saying,
want your
the
wife
man
to
is
dress?
saying,
What about best dance? Best dance of the decade.
Okay, well, what best dance do you guys have? Millie Rock? Is it the Millie Rock? I don't know. I don't dance. So mine is old school.
That's not a decade dance. I would say it had to be the dab. The dab took over the internet at the time.
The dab?
Yeah.
So
and the newest dance is that Lil Uzi Footloose Shuffle.
Our best TV and film father of the decade goes to Yittity Pops. John Witherspoon, man, from anything from any of his films, classic films like Friday to The Boondocks to Boomerang from whatever. And I know that's not in the 2010s, but certainly Boondocks was. This man was an icon, a legend. Everybody know the man is Pops, and whenever you could get men of color to just call you by dad and by that name alone, Pops, you got to give it up to the late great John Witherspoon, and that's our TV and film father of the decade. Our hip hop father song of the decade has to go to Drake from the Scorpion album, March 14th. Here's what makes this song the song of the decade for me. He got
Father song of the decade.
Father song of the decade. And the reason why is because Drake got dissed hard by Pusha T for denying his son. And, and I don't know how true it was. Drake said he was trying to protect his son from the world, that sort of thing. Regardless, man, he broke it down on what it's like to deal with negative co-parenting, what it's like feeling like I don't have the best father experience, but I'm going to try my best to be a father. I think it was just one of the realest songs about fatherhood in the 2010 decade. So for our fatherhood song of the decade, I'm going to go with Drake's March 14th. Now, for the hip hop dad of the decade, twin number 2 and I split. So you want to talk about who you think is the father of the decade?
I said it would be Will Smith.
And why is that?
I mean, just because I feel like he has been. I mean, there's like tons of examples of him and his kids doing stuff online. So, yeah.
Okay. So about what he does, I mean, when we talk about his kids, look at the iconic Jaden Smith, Willow, his wife,
His
has
wife
her
is not
own.
a kid.
I mean, well, I'm just saying his as a husband to his wife, Jada, who's doing great things with her own Facebook show. Will Smith seemed to be a supportive husband and a great father to his kids, and and he continues to keep turning out. I want to say, having a balance between work and family. So I can see that being a good pick. But for me, my hip hop father of the decade has to go to Snoop D-O-double-G. And the reason why is because Snoop Dogg had he is a great father to his 3 children. One of his sons, he was so afraid would not accept him. He felt that Snoop would not accept him if he decided that he didn't want to play football anymore. And the fact that Snoop Dogg really embraced him and was like, you know what, I love you anyway, you're my son. I think that says a lot, especially because we know that the world out here likes to say that, always equate fatherhood with sports. It was just good to see him being a good dad and that sort of thing. Also, going back to the sports, he does a lot in his community with the Snoop Bowl and, helping out those young kids who are fatherless, reconnect with their dads and stuff. So I'll say best hip hop father of the decade have to go with Snoop. His father moment of the decade has to be T.I. and talking about checking his daughter's virginity on a regular basis. Kind of weird. I understand fathers want to be protective, but that was the weirdest moment of the decade. At Cypher, we want to thank y'all for supporting us. Man, we started out with 0 subscribers. We up to 78. So we're at 78 now. When we get to 100, we will be having a giveaway. And like I said, it's something I know is after Christmas and that sort of thing. But hey, you can never go wrong with a $50 Walmart card. Anyway, Dad Cypher is everywhere now. We appreciate the universe of Dad Cypher. You can hit us up on Twitter. You can hit us up on Instagram. You can hit us up on Reddit. Of course, our YouTube channel.
Not Facebook because it got terminated.
No, I'm in Facebook jail right now, but we find ways to get around this kind of stuff. But your boy, I want y'all to start making free extra large professor from Facebook jail T-shirts and stuff. Let's start getting a movement going on that one. So. Dad Cypher, this is our 2010 Decades episode, and we out.
Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait. Are you on 10 yet?